Well, hello, Peter, and all the viewers of YouTube for TrooperKeeton.com football jackets. When I was a young man, we used to tease the girls with the drawer of drugs. Now, there was never any drugs in the drawer because being a football player, I didn't do drugs. So now what we have is the closet of jackets. Letter jackets. Lo and behold, and those are not from the Goodwill, Peter. Those are my jackets. Now back up, let me tell you the story. We'll take the first jacket. This is Houston Lee, 62 and 63, the first and second year the school was open. Well, one day I was sitting around moping how I didn't letter on the varsity at Texas Tech. And I thought, well, I did letter at Lee. They gave us sweaters and nobody much cared for them. So I contact this outfit out of Seattle, Tacoma, T&M Athletics. You ask for Bob, it's either Bob or Bill, and he'll fix you up. Now, I want to show you this fun little patch I added. First ever meeting, Lee 41, Lamar 14, 1963, Jefferson Stadium. Okay, then I got to thinking, well, at Tech, I did letter on the freshman team, and what they gave us was numbers, and those numbers were your class year. They gave them to us on sweaters. We wore them a couple times, but next to those black double T leather jackets for the varsity, it was kind of hard to put it on more than once or twice. So, being the brainchild I am, I decided to make my own creation. I took that number and I put it on this jacket with the black leather sleeves.
That is very suggestive.
Explained to the folks, freshman football, class of 69. Trooper Keeton, Raiderback. Now, this is a little bit of a stretch. I was actually a monster man in the spring. And I said to one of the coaches, he told me what a good practice I had. Well, why don't you let me play monster all the time? I said, we don't have a monster man. The next year, fall of 66, they installed a Raiderback. With any luck, that would have been me. But anyway, this is an example of taking lemons and making lemonade. This was the name of Texas Tech University when I first attended. It didn't change till, I think it was 69 or 70. Next up, now, kind of going out of order. On this class of 69, this guy asked me one day, he said, are you really that old? Can you remember the Super Bowl? This guy was about my age. I said, yes, I can remember it, and so can you. So I thought, well, okay, if he thinks that's old, here's my original St. Michael's jacket that's shown on the computer. AAA champs, Houston Parochial Schools, 1958. Holt Sporting Goods.
That has history in it.
Yes, it does. I try to get Ann to wear it, but she won't. So anyway, what did I do?
You redesigned.
Reproduction, it's called. Now, kids, Trooper Keeton is mostly fact and a little bit fiction. I always wanted to be a four-year letterman. Well, that's a stretch because it's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade. But it's supposed to be the 5th and 6th grade team and the 7th and 8th grade team. So this really should only have one stripe. But who cares at this age? Now, when the kids see that, 58, that's almost pre-face mask years. Okay. Next up, my super senior year at Lee, at Marion High School. You can read all about this. Now this is the one the gals like the best.
It's bigger than it.
It's bigger and it's prettier.
You grew some.
You got to nowadays, Peter. Now look at that. Is that pretty?
Nice, beautiful jacket.
Get a good shot of that.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
This is my creation. It's the only one in the world. Bellaire, Texas.
Very nicely done.
Okay, we need to start wrapping this up, but what's in the plans now? I still have a leather jacket from Peacock. I've got 3 sweaters from St. Thomas, from St. Michael's to reproduce, and a sweater from St. Thomas. Now, you know what this is?
That's a field shirt.
Most people are going to guess it's a Houston Oilers jersey. And it was an old one that we, the Houston Seagulls, inherited. And that was my jersey on the Houston Seagulls. And I'm thinking about, even though they don't have jackets in the minor leagues or the pros, I'm going to go ahead and make one anyway. While I'm at it, Austin Texans.
Hey, come on.
That'll be a smash hit.
Keeton 51.
Now, while we're into these jackets, here's Coach Keeton. And look at that. You know what that is? That's wrestling. I always wanted a state patch. My 188-pounder Chris Trent took second state, so I made a patch on my jacket celebrating one of my kids. Let me tell you something about wrestling, Peter.
Okay.
And I want all you people to listen to this, especially here in Texas. Promote high school and college and Olympic wrestling. I can guarantee you, if I'd have wrestled in high school, I would have been twice the football player I was. I'm telling you, twice. Those kids, they came to me as kids, and after the season, they left as men.
But you still can't grab them, right?
You
In
get,
wrestling,
you get
can
behind
grab
them,
a
you
guy.
control your opponent, control the hips,
You
the wrists.
got to be able to bump him right. Is that it?
Well, see, the thing about wrestling, when you take a man to the mat, it's to be with control. Otherwise, it's unnecessary roughness and you're penalized. It's the least injury sport of all the contact sports. Now, this ain't a leather jacket, but when you ride a motorcycle all the way to 4 Points outside of Colorado, you've done a pretty good deal at my age. This is 2000. Now, last but not least, here's the jacket that I made for Grover, my dad, right before he passed away. He lettered in tennis at UT. And he wore it there at the nursing home, and I was so proud to see him in it. You'll see more of that on Tripper Keeton, about Tripper Keeton. Well, anyway, kids, now you know with the closet of jackets.